guys, this is James Hernandez. How you all doing? And welcome to a brand new video. And for today, I'm back doing some more comic book reviews. Now, I haven't really been touching on my comic book review videos ever since last November. I did my review for Spider-Man vs. Wolverine. If you guys have not seen this video, go check it out. I'll show it to you guys, or you guys can go see it anyways. But anyways, so today's comic book I'm going to review is going to be Wolverine Get Mystique. Now, the reason why I'm going to review this comic book is because Deadpool and Wolverine is coming this summer, and so I thought, you know what? Let's review a comic book that has something to do with Wolverine. And then you have Mystique. So Wolverine Get Mystique is the story where it was written by Jason Aaron, and the artist is by Ron Garney. I hope I'm saying his name right. And the colorist is Jason Kent. So the story begins with it takes place in Mexico in 1921, where Wolverine is being held captive with by these three soldiers, and then he first met Mystique. They were both tied up. So and then it cuts to the present time where Wolverine is hunting Mystique, and the reason why he is hunting her is because Mystique has betrayed the X-Men, and that's where Cyclops, who appears he only appears in one scene in this comic, where he says that that he wants Wolverine to go after her. So Wolverine tends to hunt her down. And then it hasn't really been going so well for Wolverine himself, because Mystique has been tricking him so much, and then it basically just causes Logan to lose himself, and then he just says that being himself kind of really sucks. Even Wolverine says it sucks being me. So then Wolverine was going on a journey to track her down. And then it cuts to in the city of Thurin in Iron, and then Wolverine is being surrounded by all these guys here, as you guys can see here. And then it turns out that that Mystique actually shapeshifted into this one guy, and they just blew up this building. And then Mystique was gonna have to do better than that, old timer. And and then Wolverine is so pissed, and then he was just damn you, girl. And then it cuts to where Wolverine and Mystique met each other for the first time, and then they were in the desert, and they were walking together. And then again cuts to the present time, where it takes place in Afghanistan, where Wolverine is walking in this very deserted desert land, and then in the mountains, I mean. And then Wolverine sees a dead body, and then Wolverine was come out, you cowardly, what he says. And then he tries to track her down, and then Wolverine actually got caught by one of those guys that were pointing guns at him. And then Wolverine again says, damn you, Raven. And then Mystique was you're gonna do better than that, sweetie. And so yeah, it has not really been really fun for Wolverine throughout this journey. And then the art in this actually looks nice. I really do think that the art looks actually very good. I thought the backgrounds of the city, especially in Kansas City, looks really nice. And there was also subplots of where Wolverine and Mystique actually did got a bit of a romance here. So basically this story actually takes place in the past and the present, where at the past Wolverine and Mystique first met each other, and then in the present time Mystique betrays the X-Men, and then Wolverine has to go after her. So, and then it cuts to at the Green Zone Cafe 2 days later, where Mystique actually disguises herself as a nun when Wolverine offers her a drink. And then they both drink, and then these two were bickering at each other because Wolverine mentioned that she betray the X-Men and saying that it's his job to see that that she has to pay for it. But then Mystique apparently doesn't even care. So one time, after when Mystique, as a nun, drinks her drink, she smacked Wolverine, and then she is like starting to leave the bar. But then as soon as Wolverine's about to go after her, this guy just basically stops him, and then he was like, "Hold up, little man, just like leave the woman alone." And then it just like and I think the guy was trying to like say something racist, and that's when Wolverine was like, "Look, I know it seems that you're doing the right thing here, bub, but please mind your own business. And if you mess with me, you're gonna get hurt." So then like the guy continues to, brag on his business until Wolverine basically beats the crap out of him, and he's just like throw him out of the bar. So then like Mystique actually took this truck, and then she starts to drive off. And then there was also like some like romance plot right here, like as you guys see like in this page right here, where Mystique was like, "Trust me, you can trust me," and then she basically starts to make out with Wolverine. And there was like some horror elements like in this comic book as well. Is where Mystique crushes the guy's neck with her own legs, and then she basically like hides him under the bed, and that's where she disguised himself as this boss of this military base. So the action in this comic book was actually very well is pretty violent, because Wolverine is also like one of the most like violent comic book characters in comics history. And there's like a bunch of like other violent superheroes out there, not just the villains, but also there's some heroes that can actually be just as violent as they can be, and Wolverine's one of them. So the action where Wolverine and Mystique finally like goes toe to toe against each other in this really graphic bloody fight is just nuts and is crazy. Like there was one time where not Wolverine, Mystique is in her full form, and then she basically got her guns with her, and then she was like, "Come and get me, lover." And then that's where these two go toe to toe against each other, and then Wolverine just looks scary in this shot. Like, look at this. Like, look how vicious Wolverine looks when he was about to attack Mystique, and Mystique is like shooting guns at Wolverine. So these two were just like duking it out at each other, and one of them hits one hits Wolverine with a gun, while Wolverine slices Mystique's stomach, and then these two were just like bickering, and then like Wolverine was like, "Come on, Raven, you ain't gonna do a bit where you change into my old girlfriends to try to throw me off." And then Mystique was like, "Oh no, Logan, I'm just here just to kill you and just like slice you for blood." And that's where these two were just like slicing, stabbing, and they're just like almost like brutally trying to kill each other. And it is like so bloody and violent, where I was just like, I cannot even like read this because of like how gory and violent that the fight between Mystique and Wolverine was. So, and then it cuts, and then it shows us like right here, like Mystique shoots Wolverine in the face, while Wolverine impales Mystique like through her stomach. And then after that, like Mystique couldn't take the stabs anymore, and then she basically regurgitates on Wolverine's face. And I didn't even expect that from Mystique herself after when she got impaled by Wolverine, despite that she did survive it. But like, wow, that was just nuts. And then like the story ends with Wolverine walking to Mystique, and then he was like, "Well, I guess this is a goodbye." And then Mystique basically lays there on the floor, and then she says, "Damn you, Logan. Well, guess what? I'll see you in hell." And then it cuts, and then it ends like with Wolverine just like walking away from Mystique, and then you see the I think it's like the sunset. Yeah, basically it's like the sunset. So overall, this is actually a very good comic book. This is actually one of like the best Wolverine stories that I have ever read. And this is also thanks to my aunt, who actually gave me this comic for Christmas last year. I want to thank her for giving me this comic book. This is really good. And Mystique's story was actually really interesting, and it's kind of pretty scary at times, where you don't like you felt like that that you could not really find out like where Mystique is when she shapeshifts into anybody. Like she can shapeshift into you guys or me or anybody else or even the ones that we love. So yeah, like this is actually a very good comic book. I recommend this to every Wolverine and Mystique fan. Um, I actually really do enjoy this comic. It's really good. This is one of James Aaron's best stories for Wolverine, and the art looks really good. The colorist looks really nice, especially the backgrounds of Kansas City and Mexico. Very creative, and the fight between Wolverine and Mystique is very creative and violent. So yeah, I'm gonna give this comic book on a scale of 1 to 10 I think I'm gonna give this a 9.8 out of 10. 9.8 out of 10. This is a good comic book. I recommend this to every Wolverine fan and to every Mystique fan, even Marvel fans in general. So, but you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you all think of Wolverine Get Mystique? Have you guys read this comic? What did you guys think of it? Comment below and let me know. And also, if you guys really enjoy my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on notifications when I make brand new videos. And stay tuned for the next video that I'm going to be reviewing, Jaws Unleashed, which is going to be the next video game that I'm going to be reviewing, since I already did a movie review for Jaws. So I'm going to be reviewing Jaws Unleashed, the video game based on Jaws. So so overall, guys, hope you guys enjoy my review for Wolverine Get Mystique, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video, and you guys have a good time. All right, so long, folks.